Boy, I tell you, the fog has a really different feel to it. It is supposed to be a gorgeous day, and unfortunately, we aren't doing outside work today. We have some pretty big things to do today, and to be bluntly honest, I'm very nervous about today. Let's go see what we got to do. I'm not going to enjoy today until it's over, and then I will thoroughly enjoy the day. All right, boys, I have made both of you aware how uncomfortable I am with today. Ryan's rolling his eyes and saying, oh my gosh, you're worried about nothing. And I understand your point. I did talk to structural engineer. I did confirm we really have no concerns here because today we're cutting the holes in the castle. I'm nervous about it. We have one hole to cut here. If you guys...
And another hole to cut.
Yeah, up in the next level. If you guys are obviously have stayed in tune to the channel, you know we discussed cutting a hole here. We found out with the radius of the walkway on the inside, we'd have to cut like 5 feet of wall out. So we had to run an audible. That is not going to work. Plus, that ramp is roughly 18 inches below this floor, and we really don't have any room for steps. So we're going to change the layout of this room and put a 90-degree. Yes, this is all going to be essentially dead space of a hallway, but we're going to come in through a hole here, which this vent will be within that hole, and we're going to put a doorway here to get into the master bath. So sometimes the castle throws some major curveballs. But Ryan is going to lay out the door opening, and we're questioning whether we lay it out from here or if we lay it out from the other side. So if you guys remember where I put the 200 amp panel, that is right inside that corner there. So that's our chase of a hole. And then we have the throne right through there. This kind of brings you guys from the outside in. That throne's coming out, and we're gonna cut a hole in here. The other wall's a little bit flatter and it's white, but we know we're cutting through 10 inches of wall. So the first step of this process is to get my backfill rock for when this is done and waterproofed and a pipe in. That's gonna go over there, but I gotta create a ramp so that we can get the tractor right up here and we can take all the remnants from the hole and put it in the bucket. So we've got a couple of pieces of equipment to move. I'm probably gonna leave you in here with Ryan. He's gonna explain to you how he's gonna lay this out. I recommended we Tapcon 2 boards to the wall, and then we run the saw blade right in the crack, which
I told him to.
That's more work than what we need to do.
Being so nervous.
Here's what makes me nervous. The structural engineer said, if you have, you got a pencil. If you have a Sharpie, Sharpie would be better.
Oh, I've got the pencil on me right now.
If you are cutting a 7-foot opening, as long as you can put a 7-foot triangle on top of it and it's the same product, you don't even need a lintel because all of this is self-supporting. That's how masonry works, right? Well, I see a concrete pad, which means it's dissimilar materials. Yes, it's all probably poured together, but I don't know how this guy built this thing, so our 7-foot lintel is going to be right below that.
Yep.
So that's what's got me a little nervous. And if you go into that bathroom, that is the ceiling to that current bathroom, which will just be a pass-through way.
Yep.
That's a dissimilar material.
Okay.
Shut up. I am so glad you have the confidence that you have today.
What his thinking was, we're going to Tapcon 2 boards like this.
Yes. And between his thumbs would be the gap in the boards, and then we would just run on.
And then
blade.
you're going to run the blade down that little gap.
Guaranteed straight line, man.
Yeah.
Nice and purty.
Or you just Tapcon that one on.
Yep, and then you got to hold it against
it. You can't go
it.
any further that way.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I was saying it's too much work.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
I understand your point.
The board on there.
I understand your point. So basically, Ryan is saying, let's just do a frame.
We're just gonna picture frame this dude.
Yes. But before we picture frame and knock it out with our fists, we do have to cut past our picture frame. And I don't know if this is the right mortar joint, but we got to cut past our picture frame and we're putting a lintel in. Right there. I've got the angle iron. We're going to drive it in from this side. We got to cut both sides anyway. Does it hit the concrete exactly? Not quite. Just 84.5 is really what we want, right?
We're going 3 inches higher, correct?
Well, that would be the bottom of the 84 would be the bottom of the 2x12, right? Yep. And then we got to add 3 inches to that. So right into concrete.
I think we just make it a little bit taller and drive that thing right into the base of that concrete.
That's fine.
Ready, go.
Yeah. All right. I'm only talking so much because I'm nervous. So
I know. That's
here,
why I'm trying to
take this pincel. I'm gonna go move some product. You guys, you're gonna take my people and you're gonna lay out this door with them. Okay.
Okay. Okay. So while Matt and Lucas are prepping outside, getting stuff out of our way, I'm gonna try to lay this out. We have to go inside over the throne and kind of determine how much room we need away from this ICF over to start our vertical cuts. So we end up we're gonna have to be 80, I said that wrong. We're gonna have to end up being overall width of 42 by 87. So let's step inside and see what kind of room I've got to work with. I have to make it a mess. Coming in here to the throne room. As you can see, we're pretty cramped right here. This wall is going to stay. This wall is going to eliminate. And there's going to be a big hole right here. Okay, Lucas is back, so I had an extra set of hands. I'm overhanging into our mechanical closet right now. To clear this wall, I have to have 20 inches, which means where my tape is bent down there at 62 is our opening. So we're gonna have to remove the throne. We all know that this wall going into the mechanical room is coming down and being built back with 3 5/8 or 3.5 inch studs. So we need to come over 20 inches, Lucas.
Yeah.
Off of our start point out there, and then get our 42 going. All right.
All right.
We'll go out there and get some marks on the wall, man. You ready?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Okay, so we got Lucas is going to tear off, tear off, whatever you want to call it, the wall inside behind the toilet. He's going to demo the toilet out as well. So as you can see down here, off the face of our ICF is where that conduit comes through, carrying our power out to the out and away. So I need to come 20 inches off of this corner to start, and then we're going to go 42 inches from there. So I'm going to put you guys down here as close as I can so you can see what I'm doing. Hope to not knock you over, being the big clumsy. Yeah, we all know. So we're going to go 20 inches up here on a block that's pretty close to being able to be seen. Now we need to strike our plumb line there. We go all the way up to our 87, but from that 20 inch point we need to go over 42. On the money, 42. And the reason we are going 42 is to give ourselves enough room put 2 2x12s on either side of the opening. And we're gonna do the same up top, and that's why we're going 87. We're actually probably gonna go a little bit higher than 87 to try to get into the bottom edge of this concrete. I need to show you that. Probably go a little bit higher than 87 to try to get into the bottom edge of this concrete, which is the ceiling in the throne room. So in the midst of Matt and I game planning, as well as me laying this out, can't see it very well here. There's our 20-inch mark from our side. That runs across the rock to just below what we believe to be the ceiling of the throne room in there. So we're gonna cut down here at this line and then ease our way up to that line, because we get our 3 inches here for our double top. And if we need to add just a single 2x12 with the 2x4 turned, single 2x12 this way with a single 2x4 turned upright there on both sides of the 2x12 to carry this across, we know we're gonna have a lintel somewhere along in here, but essentially that is our opening. Time for me to tap constant boards on so we can get rocking and rolling. Okay, dug up some boards. We're gonna tap on this board across our head cut so that we can run our saw right along the top edge of this and not worry about deviating from our line too far. So, I think I'm gonna have to knock off this one chunk of concrete right here. It's getting in the way. Ta-da! Getting the cart ahead of the horse a little bit. Matt wanted me to drill 2 holes at our corners, here and here, to see how close we got to the ceiling in the throne room. So Lucas is gonna grab that 1/2-inch hammer drill bit that's like 18 inches long and hand it out here to me. There it is. Is that what you need? That's the one, thank you. I'm gonna pop 2 holes in there real quick. It's only hot when you touch it. Matt is going to, or Lucas handed me this out. I can't talk this morning. It's Saturday. So, in any event, remember folks, safety third. All right, we're popped through our corner. Lucas is gonna tell us how deep this drill bit, or how far from the ceiling in there this drill bit came out. Where we at, Lucas? About 1 inch low. That's about perfect. Tell me when I'm flush with the inside of your wall.
Okay, go back. Oh, back right. Come my way about a quarter. Alright.
Dang it. Lost it. Do it one more time.
Get it flush, you said?
Yeah. There.
Yeah, right there is good.
So as you can tell, our wall thickness is actually quite a bit thinner than we thought we were going to be. That's even better. So at the top of our doorway, our wall thickness is actually only 7 3/8. So that's going to make that a whole lot nicer. All right, now to dig another hole over here. Okay, we have our 2 holes. Once again, only hot when you touch it. Pop through so we can see where we're going from the inside. So the outside and the top of our hole is actually the jam and the header height. Same thing over here, outside, top, header height, and jam height. So now I can get all my tools back together. We can stick them Chak-Chan in that one. I think I hear the Matt Parr. I believe he was pulling up as I was finishing that hole. Double checking. Perfect level. We already have our 2 holes at our corners. Should be good to go. Matt's back. We're gonna run some hose, get the saw and everything ready. We'll see you guys back in a minute.
Hi, Lucas.
How's it going?
You look like you're having so much fun.
Oh yeah.
You about got her whipped though, don't you?
Yep.
I'll be darned. Looks a little different in here, doesn't it?
It's a lot more open.
Yeah. I'm proud of what you... That is Corfield too.
Yeah.
Holy fun stuff. You know?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Can you swing and hit that way?
Huh?
Can you swing from where I'm standing and hit that? That might peel it off of the wall since that doesn't have any mortar there.
Are you scared of stuff going down there?
I mean, yeah, I'm hoping you just hit it low and the whole thing shears off for you.
Okay.
Yeah, I would prefer for stuff not to go down our hole, but...
Important stuff down there, ain't there?
Very important stuff down there. Well, you're doing a heck of a job.
Thank you.
And now, Ryan. He can't hear us. Ryan and I were concerned that we weren't going to be able to build the wall for the access to the utility closet, if you will, any further back, but we're definitely going to be able to take it further back. So we've got all kinds of options now.
Right.
Awesome.
You're gross.
Okay, so I'm going to update you guys on Ryan's 2 holes. Lucas, you guys just got that update, but Ryan has hammer drilled through, so the outside of this hole, plumb, and the outside of this hole, plumb, is going to be our opening that we're getting ready to cut. And then we're going to frame in with 2x12s and chase that whole thing with 2 layers for extra support. But what we did confirm is, get Lucas an opening here, he's packing heavy stuff. What we did confirm is our concrete ceiling does continue all the way over and is still supported by the rest of the castle that we're not going to cut out. And it goes beyond this point more than 10 inches and supported by this inside corner here, which we really don't know what that's made of, but we know for a fact that that concrete pad is still supported. And if you come over here and you look, that's going to come to about this point right here. So I am less concerned, but that doesn't mean I'm not concerned. But I still nervous, but I do now feel much better about it. So I'm liking the way this is looking, and if you straight line this, because this is going to be the master bedroom, and this is going to be the wheelchair accessible room because of our ramp here. So this is going to make it a nice shot in with a slight turn once you make it through that opening to get into the hallway of the addition. I'm liking it much more now than what I was liking it before we started marking things out. Ryan's going to change the blade on the saw.
Maybe.
Is that good and tight?
Yeah.
I've got wrenches.
Where's your wrench?
All right, we'll be back. Safety third. Oh, dang it.
Remember, Matt, safety third. No problem.
I like the Oakleys upside down.
So, Matt is going to cut.
We're gonna cut them
Rental.
extra long for now, just to be cautious.
Got a line right there. It's hard to see.
Ta-da!
So 2 lintels ready to go in. And another reason Matt's cutting and not me is because I spilled some 2-stroke on this hand whenever I was filling the saw up.
Unbeknownst to Ryan, I have nothing but 2-stroke on this hand because I spilled half the can on the way here.
Jeez. Hey, you want my glasses back?
What?
Well, I said, hey, can I change that blade?
Can't we change it in here? You want to change it?
It don't matter. We can change it wherever.
All right, we got to change the blade. We'll be back.
All right, Matt's getting the last few things ready to start hammering down on this.
That's a lot of depth.
Shut them ears off, Matt.
How do you like my ears? I had mask here. I don't know where they went, so I got to wear a kid's shirt on my face.
I'm up there. Here we
Scars aboard to let me go.
Okay.
That's all I got in me for a minute. Starting to shake.
I'm getting in a bind. If it kicks back, it'll throw me out there.
I was too close for your lurch arms.
I can't help it. Well, we got a piece of rebar right here.
And there's another piece of rebar right here.
Right there. You can see it.
You can see that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's another piece right in here somewhere. As I get toward the end of this cut, it's starting to do that.
Okay.
Which the diamond wheels will cut it.
Yeah.
But if we can expose it, then we can see exactly where we're cutting it.
Correct.
And not just trying to
Guesstimate.
shimmy shake on that edge.
Right.
All right, spray it wall off so we can get back on the verticals. Oh, child. Here we go. Maybe.
We didn't use all our gas already, did we? Ain't got no gas in it.
We're not very well ventilated. We're gonna get some air.
Yes. Go. Looks gooder.
We're gonna store it to there, rotate that back and raise it. You look a little dirty. Figured you might want a little spritz.
This sucks.
And this is just a 3x7 opening.
I know. All right. Shoot! Well, nothing like being soaking wet and getting this side cut. Oh, you brought the cute little guy.
That's for this. Because we're using a round blade to try to cut into a corner.
Yep.
We're gonna have to bob this end off a little bit to make it sit in that chamfer a little bit.
I agree. Are you done yet? Wait a minute. Let's take a breather. It's real. You might have already taken a breather, but I haven't. So you do what you want to do. I'm gonna go out there and get some fresh air.
Yep, I'll be right behind you.
So before we go any further with our horizontal cuts or trying to start breaking anything out or cutting on the inside, we know for a fact that we're going to put a lintel in here, and we know that this rock sticks out too far. So we're going to cut this, yeah, way too far. Ryan's going to take the diamond wheel on the little guy, the cute guy, and he's going to cut this back to where we get at least to this face, and we may even take a little bit, sorry, it wasn't even the right spot, a little bit off of this face as well to get back to a closer plane and keep everything on the same plane. We're ready when you are. Hold on a minute. Did you start it?
It was heavy. Hold on.
Pull your cord.
You want water? No! Hey. Why are you yelling? I'm right here.
Nice rib cage. Now we get to drive it out of there.
I was gonna say the rattle on a snake.
Yeah, that'd be a big rattlesnake there, buddy.
Yeah, it would. I think 2 inches wide.
Hey, isn't it awful cool that somebody bought a new hammer drill and a spade bit or a flat bit? Otherwise, you've been hitting that with a coach chisel.
Hey, dummy, that's already cut.
Now for the moment of truth. Will it fit? I think that could be persuaded.
Don't force it. Use a bigger hammer.
It's that inside slope cut still that's getting us. I think you need a bigger chamfer.
I think so. That very top corner.
Yeah, right up here needs to be taken out just a little bit and put a bigger chamfer on that, and I think we'll have it. Getting closer.
Okay. So, upon further upon further investigation, we did not get that top cut all the way deep. We still have about an inch that we can go there, and there's almost 2 inches that we need to go deeper here. So we're gonna cut that deeper so we can get a better bearing point back in there for our lintel. Ready, go.
I think we're good that time.
Yep. Now, for the moment of truth.
Beautiful.
Now we get to start knocking that out.
Oh boy.
Ooh. Right here. That was a rock. This is not doing as well as I want it to. Okay, so Matt has, oh, you guys are dirty. There we go. Matt has run to get lunch. Lucas and I are trying to dig our way in with our hammer drills. I've used a hammer drill and a grinder, but we're trying to dig this top course off. Once we get that top course off, we should be able to almost pop full rocks off all the way down to the floor. But we are going to set you guys on back behind us, get to look at our best sides, see if we can't dig our way through this limestone wall. Ready, dude?
Let's get her done.
And Lucas chipped off that top side. I'm sure you guys saw most of that. What I'm trying to do here is get this border joint broke loose and see if I can take out a full rock at one time. Oh, I think it's moving. Look at that!
Yep. But it's supposed to happen.
All right, we're making headway. It's going to take forever though. So Ryan's laying out the inside. We're going to cut the inside also because the bottom we don't have cut yet. If we can make it to where both sides are popping loose instead of just this face, that's going to make it really, really handy. Reese, you going to tell him hi? Reese is here to help too. You just gonna wave at it? You're not gonna say anything? Hey, all right, put you guys back on time lapse here. See if we can bust some more out. That one cut. Now we're going to cut this one. It's all you, big boy.
Now we can just get this thing to run. I feel like I'm plugging the grinder in, running over and trying to cut something.
Yeah, I know. It did so good on the other side.
Basically out.
Basically made it through the well, we got that one cut too. Now we have a whole nother one to do up top.
Yes, sir.
Well, the battery obviously died, but I got the horizontal cut all the way across. Ryan's gonna start the vertical cut, and then we'll get our little bit in there. Yay! Vertical slot number 2. Since we're inside the castle now, and we don't have any Pharmadrain, we're gonna do this one waterless. This blade is wet or dry, but it's going to get dusty. You're along for the ride. Well, I don't know what happened during the last hole, but it might have died. You all didn't see much other than the smoke plume. Ryan's going to cut this second one because it gets a little bit taller over there on that step at the bottom. So one more horizontal.
I don't know what took Matt so long to cut his side. Up close and personal though.
See, I think that one upriver is reversing to stay out of this guy's way to take this wide bend because he's not laden. He's empty, but this guy is laden.
Yeah. And when I stepped out here earlier while you were cutting, he was way cocked around there like he was going to take the turn.
Oh, really?
Yep.
The one upriver?
Yep.
I'll be dang.
So he's definitely
getting out of the way.
It's odd that more oftentimes than not they meet in these big bends.
Yeah.
You would think they would be able to time it out a little better to meet in the, because that's a long stretch through there.
Very long stretch. Well, since you got it cut, I guess we better go check on Lucas, see how he's faring, and then call it.
See how dusty it is in here? You want to see how dusty it is in here? We're cutting 2, 3, 5 lines, right?
Yep. You gonna make a dust angel? You know, that's pretty cool, but I'm a little concerned.
What?
I haven't heard Lucas for a while.
Uh-oh.
He's been hammer drilling, and it's been pretty quiet. I know we were running a demo saw and we're all dusty, but I think we better go check on Lucas. What, you on your phone, huh? What, you over checking your OnlyFans?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I make more money off of that than I do working my full-time job now.
I believe it. Well, hey, you ain't done too bad with as big of a pain in the butt as this is. So what we have figured out is, yes, it is cinder block on the inside. Right there's the back part of it. And then he core filled, and then he faced with limestone. So essentially, this is like having a concrete wall.
concrete with great big rocks in it.
Yes, exactly, because it's mortar on the back side. So he did also, we've seen some rebar, and we saw sparks fly when you guys probably did too. But I'm here to tell you, the hammer drill approach ain't working, is it, bud?
No.
I mean, you worked your butt off. Don't take that negatively. I'm not saying you did a bad job. You did everything you could do, but it seems to me as though there might actually be more mortar than there is rock. So I think they just mixed that stuff up as wet as they could and just dumped it in there.
And lay the outside wall and fill it up. They can fill up 4 foot at a time, 6 foot at a time.
Exactly, and we haven't ran into any brick ties yet either. So it's basically just like having a great big concrete wall with, like Ryan said, big old rocks on the outside. So that makes me feel good about the structure. I will say that. It's definitely got the proper structure to it, and nothing moved. We've done cut the top. You guys saw that as well, and we cut the inside. So no new cracks. Our saw cuts didn't get any bigger. So we are safe. Safe. But thank you, young man. I know you've been beating your brains out for, popping a few rocks off. Thank you, old guy.
Yeah, old guy.
Let's go out here and give you guys a good view of the river as we close this thing out. That was a rough day, and we're still not done with it. We're gonna have to back up and punt. Hammer drills ain't working. I guess we're gonna have to get a big jackhammer. I really don't want a saw cut every 12 inches because, my goodness gracious, I don't even know if we could pack them out of there since it's core filled. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and as always, like, comment, subscribe, turn those notifications on, share this stuff away, because as you can see, we're working our butts off. I also wanted to make everyone aware, Lucas does have his own YouTube channel. You can check him out, as you can see in the sky there, but you can check him out at Blue Collar Works on YouTube and TikTok.